I'm here at the Social Grazer today with the owner, Mary Appelman. Tell us about yourself.
Sure, so I started Social Grazer when the pandemic was going on, so I was furloughed from my job and just thought it was a good opportunity to explore some of my interests. I know I always wanted to be an entrepreneur and start my own business, but I'm sure like many people, they just didn't know how or have the time, so that was just a good time for me to kind of dig into it and explore.
I've tried to make a few charcuterie boards before, but you call yours a grazing board. Can you tell me what the difference is?
Yeah, so I think like with charcuterie, you know, it's pretty basic. You have your meat, your cheeses, and maybe some honey and a few other things. And through grazing board, it just was super trending a few years ago, and that's when I started to follow it and see the popularity of it gain. And I think that what the difference is, it's really redefining the charcuterie board, and it becomes more like a scavenger hunt. You're getting meaty, cheesy, crunchy, sweet. So there's just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it becomes an experience on its own. So you're you're just grazing around the board.
Awesome. I've tried to make them before and I get really frustrated because I end up with tons of cheese and tons of meat.
It's definitely an art, and you figure it out, but it's supposed to be fun. So yeah, I wouldn't stress too much about it, and everyone always asks about pairings, and you just go for it.
So I love how you have all kinds of different aspects here with the meat and the cheese, and where'd you get all this knowledge?
Sure, so a little bit about my background. For 13 years I worked for the largest marketing company in the United States, and our customer happens to be the largest grocer, which is Kroger.
Okay.
So I've just been privileged enough to travel to every division that Kroger is in across the country. So,
okay.
Yeah, so any brands that you see in Kroger, we're setting up special events. So, I mean, this is just kind of an extension to my job already that I do.
So this is what I was the most excited about. Yeah. And learn how to make a rose.
Absolutely, yeah, so salami roses. So these are just fun to mix up the boards, make them look more beautiful, especially for a wedding, or if there's a different theme where you want to make it look extra fancy.
Yeah.
This is what we do. Everything's eco-friendly that I put on the board, so when you get your board, you can just toss it right after and it's recyclable. How I like to start it out is I would just grab like 6 slices, and then you just want to put it around the rim. Perfect. You're a natural. We're gonna take the other pieces, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold them in half. So just take all the pieces, fold them in half like this,
okay,
and then just stack them. And then we're gonna lay them out once we get them stacked, and then we're going to roll it.
I've never done this before, obviously. You can see how excited I am. I'm like, oh, I didn't know this is what you did.
Yeah, and there's another way to do it too. So you could use a wine glass and just put it around the rim of the wine glass, and then just flip the wine glass over and it goes right onto the board. Once you're done doing that, I'd put your stack down, and then you're just going to lay it across the board.
I'm gonna come to parties with just a rose.
Yes. You're hired. Yep. So once you have that, we're gonna start at the end. So start at this end. And then I like to lay it flat with my other hand so it doesn't curl up.
Okay.
But you're just going to start rolling it. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, you know, some people kind of get stressed out about it, but it's a salami rose. Imperfections are beauty, so yep, and you just put that right down there, right in the middle.
Okay.
And then you just kind of flare it out.
If I was gonna order a board for a party, how much time do you need?
I just need 24 hours in advance.
Okay.
Yeah, just to make sure everything's stocked up and good to go. But yeah, it's pretty quick turn. And then everything's online, so you just go to my website, and when you go to check out, you would just pick a date and time for pickup. We have a variety of different size boards, so anywhere from just serves 1 up to serves 25.
Okay.
And then we also do charcuterie, and then I will be adding some fun things for the holiday season.
All right, so tell me, what the heck is a charcuterie?
Yeah, so charcuterie, again, something trending. So I follow people from all around the world that do the same thing.
Okay.
So it's just something that's really hot right now, and it's basically just like a bamboo leaf cone.
Okay.
So kind of like an ice cream cone, if you think of it like that. And
Yeah.
then it's filled with everything that you see on the board, but just a smaller portion. So you're still getting the crunchy, you're getting the meaty, you're getting the cheesy. Comes with
nice.
a little honey stick.
And like at a party, that's nice too, because you don't have to be like the person just right next to it. You can just be hanging out in any corner with your own cone.
So I'm going to be introducing their cheese boxes. So again, something super trendy right now.
Okay.
It's a more premium experience, especially for the holidays coming up. if you're going to a holiday party or if you're gifting it to your employees or just family members. Yeah, so these are different sizes. This would be more for like serves 1 to 2, but you just put the board right there, and then the lid, and then it'll be nicely wrapped with a bow, and you would give it as a gift. So there's definitely some tools that can help simplify the process.
Yeah.
Goat cheese is definitely hard because it's a soft cheese.
All right.
So if you have the right tool, which this is a string cheese slicer,
Okay.
it's going to make it easier. And a tip as we go into the holiday season, if you're going to try making a grazing board at home, is just to pop the goat cheese into the freezer for 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
And it's going to firm up that cheese. So when you're cutting it, it's not going to crumble and fall apart.
I love it. I'm gonna have all kinds of ideas for parties this year.
I love it. Should we cheers?
We should. Thank you. Awesome. I'm looking forward to my invite. I think that was the next line that you were about to say.
Absolutely. Yes, yes. You're invited anytime.